Captain Sam Thomas, do you believe therefore that when there is this demand being made that a thorough probe, who should conduct this probe? At the end of the day, the DGCA conducts the probe. Who do you believe is best placed to conduct a probe, and is there a way to minimize the risk factor? I come back to it. There are Indian skies today have thousands of planes, lots of small planes, flying VVIPs in particular to these smaller airfields. Who should conduct the poll so that an element of trust can be restored?
Rajdeep, at the moment, we are not very upbeat about the agencies conducting probe. I put it to you that if Captain Amit Singh, Sanjay and me were to come and audit your India today, what do we know about the audit of, or the functioning of India today? So we will not be able to come out with a qualitative report that is actually worth being called an audit. So that is exactly a paper exercise that is being conducted in most of the accidents. And like I said, let's just take the instance of a King Air that went off the runway about 110 days back. The AAIB, which is supposed to be tasked with the investigation, has not even opened the file. So when we met the AAIB, they were so upbeat about their capabilities while they were investigating the Air India 171. We put it to you that they don't even will not even get to the preliminary stages. From the preliminary word, we also would like to draw your attention to the preliminary report which was published by AAIB. What an international joke that was. So we are not upbeat about what is going to come out of this. So what we are saying is that until such time that we come up to speed with actual air crash investigations, we need an international body, a third umpire of sorts, to come and look at this. And in the meantime, all agencies like the police be instructed that if an incident like this happens, please cordon off that area, remove the public from there, and just see to it that the place is sanitized and no evidence is lost. Only then can we come to at least a preliminary stage of investigating the accident.
I want to understand two other questions that this air crash has raised. The absence of a Mayday call. What does that indicate, Captain Amit Singh? The fact that there was apparently no Mayday call, what does that indicate, if anything at all?
No, it could indicate that the pilots were in control of the aircraft till the last minute before they realized that things were hopeless and a accident is imminent. Had they known that there was an engine failure or a technical problem, they would have analyzed and gone through the mitigation plan, troubleshooting, and then decided to transmit a Mayday. So Mayday is basically, if you look at the voice, for example, in the Ahmedabad accident, the voice transmitted by the pilot of Mayday was very calm and composed. There was no panic. So psychological, it's called dissonance. The physical part is separated from the mind. While there is panic when the pilots see that there is an opportunity to get saved, there's an opportunity for escape, that is where the panic voice comes. But otherwise, a calm Mayday call is when that you have given up, it is imminent, that accident has to happen.
Right.
So a Mayday call is a thought process. It does not come naturally, and pilots till the last minute were trying both the cases. They would have tried to avoid mishap. There's another thing, while you were talking about small aircraft.
Can I just ask though, sorry to stop you, I just want to ask two more technical questions. One to you, Captain Thomas, why was there no readback after the ATC cleared landing? Can you explain why that would happen?
Normally we should have a clear readback, but from what I'm trying to figure out and whatever messages I got from Baramati, incidentally, I did a few flights in Baramati. A friend of mine owns a flight school there. I flew a small twin engine. I'm familiar with that runway. Now, I put it to you that the visibility was not 3,200 meters, because in 3,200 meters, it's more than 3 kilometers. I can see the runway. So that is again questionable. These are the factors that people in the know must be asked to contribute as far as the investigation is concerned. Now, there is, like you earlier said, there is pressure when VVIPs are there. If you recollect the CDS who passed away in a helicopter crash in Ooty, in Wellington, that aircraft was being flown by the CEO of the squadron in Sulu. So the topmost guys do come under pressure, and we'd like to tell that there are innumerable examples. Chief Minister Rajshekhar Reddy, Speaker Balayogi, these were all people who had in some way inadvertently put pressure on the pilot to complete the mission. This is where it had happened. You have pointed out a very pertinent fact. Yes, that pressure is there. Read back, why was it not there, can only be figured out once we have the ATC transcripts. Because it's almost a reflex for a pilot to say, clear to land so and so that he can go ahead and do whatever he has to do. But this doesn't seem to be a 3,200 meter visibility accident. Rajdeep.
Very quickly, Sanjay, Lazar, I just have a minute on this part of the show. A final comment. Do you believe that, the worst thing we can do is jump to any conclusions, as was the tendency, particularly with the Ahmedabad air crash in June? This is a moment to reflect and perhaps, rather than jump to any conclusions, allow the investigation in a time-bound manner to conclude.
Absolutely, Rajdeep. First of all, like Captain Sam said, condolences go out to the family of those who passed away in this tragedy. I myself had dealt with Ajit Dada numerous times 15 years ago when we broke off and joined his union. Stickler for timing, stickler for detail, woke up at 5 a.m. Yes, I do hope that because this is such an important event as all tragedies are, that we do get a time-bound investigation. I dearly hope that somebody takes cognizance and starts restructuring and reforming our regulator. Let's have qualified aviators, engineers, technicians at the helm of that organization. God knows we need a PIL to get this correct, because it's high time. We are growing in leaps and bounds in this country, aviation. So that's all I hope for, and a quick report. Thank you.
Captain Amit Singh, just on the last point, why did the aircraft miss the runway during a second landing bid? Do you believe that's the visibility factor? A quick response.
Not just the visibility. The visibility, of course, would have been low, but the sun would be in their eyes. The sun is rising from the east. So that also affects, that scatters the light and the glare and everything. So there could be a possibility of an illusion or a black hole effect that we call, which basically when the visual profile is there, pilots tend to duck under. So go under the profile because of lack of references on the sides. So a lot of issues which have to be dealt, but frankly speaking, AAIB will not be in the position to deal with, because they don't have the experts on human factors to find out what the root cause. They can at best say that the pilot did this. So that is where I'm going to conclude.